Hi, this is Rafael from Crystal Dreams. Today we're going to talk about physics, metaphysics, and crystals. Crystals are more powerful than we can ever imagine. They have been here for many millions of years and have reached what we can call a perfect form. They can store, receive, and emit energies. Today I will prove this to you, not only in the metaphysical aspect, but also in the scientific aspect as well. During my studies in electrical engineering, I have learned how energies, frequencies, and vibrations are applied in physics. We also learned something very interesting that changed my mind completely. We learned about something called the piezoelectric effect. We learned that when you apply a physical force, for example pressure, to a crystal, it begins to vibrate, which creates electricity. This is known as the piezoelectric effect. So for example, if I grab this crystal right here, and just by pressing it like that, or just by going like this, you're creating electricity, and this is known as the piezoelectric effect. The piezoelectric effect is as close to magic as you can get. They can turn physical pressure into electricity, or can turn electricity into physical pressure. If you want to do this test for yourself, you can use an oscilloscope to see the vibrations, frequencies, and also the electrical voltage that is emitting. A few months ago, I had the chance to go study electrical engineering in Barcelona, Spain. I also learned that when a crystal vibrates, it creates an electrical circuit. The crystal creates components such as a resistor, a coil, and a capacitor. This electrical filter created by the crystal can be used as a filter for radio frequency waves. This might sound a little confusing at first, but when you analyze it and understand it, you can clearly see how powerful crystals really are. Crystals are essential to the functioning of our modern technology because they're able to emit stable and accurate signals. For example, garena and pyrite can be used to create radio receivers that don't rely on batteries. In the 1960s, ruby was used in the first laser ever invented, and it is still used today to focus and concentrate energy. Most of our modern technology have crystals in them. For example, computers and cell phones have silicon in them, which is a natural chemical element. Perhaps one of the most interesting crystals in physics and metaphysics is the clear quartz. After I researched this crystal, I always carry one with me all of the time. It became my favorite gemstone. Quartz is used in watches and clocks to help them tell the time. It helps to stabilize and regulate the flow of energy. The clear quartz can stabilize radio frequencies between two radio stations, so they don't interfere with each other. The crystal is able to clear all the noise from the signal, making it smoother, more precise, more accurate, and more stable. This part is very important because you can clearly see the connection between physics and the metaphysics. So for example, imagine there is a radio station here and there is another radio station here. So when the two radio stations are trying to communicate with each other, the signals, they go in sinus waves. And when there is too much noise, the signals go like that. And that creates noise. So there is a lot of interference between the two radio stations. So what the scientists discovered that by using a little small thing like this, a clear quartz, as soon as they use it in one radio station, the signals, they go like this. Perfectly sinus waves. Smoothly, precise, and accurate. If crystals have such an impact on physics, imagine what it does to a person. We're constantly emitting energies, signals, and frequencies through our thoughts. Whether you're aware of them or not, it doesn't matter. You're still emitting those energies. So a clear quartz can intensify and stabilize the frequencies that you're emitting. If you think negative all of the time, you will attract those frequencies into your life. If you think positive, you will create a higher quality frequency and you will be able to materialize your thoughts. This is not metaphysics, it's also physics. In a few words, crystals can help you create a more clear and precise frequency to help you achieve your goals. I'm sure you have heard of Nikola Tesla. Tesla was a famous electrical engineer in the 20th century. He believed in the power of crystals as well. During his lifetime, Tesla talked many times about his admiration for crystals. He said, "In a crystal, we have the clear evidence of the existence of a formative life principle. And even though we cannot understand the life of a crystal, it is nonetheless a living being." Another interesting quote from Tesla was, "If you want to understand the universe, think of terms of energy, frequency, and vibrations." Everything around us is composed of energies, which vibrate and emit frequencies all of the time, such as crystals and people. Those vibrations, frequencies, and energies that exist in physics also exist in the metaphysical world. You can use those energies around you to create your own reality, to reach a frequency that you always wanted. You have the power to control those energies just by changing your thoughts. If you believe your world is full of limitations, you will create a world full of limitations. But if you believe that anything in this world is possible, you will create a world that is limitless. Remember, we become what we think about. That's why it's so important to be aware of your thoughts. Change the way you think, and you will change your entire reality. Just keep in mind that thoughts is a form of energy which can be given a direction, a purpose, through what we call intention. In science, we only analyze the energies of crystals that we know how to measure, but we never study the metaphysical energies. Since science cannot prove that those energies exist yet, we discard them right away. But I'm sure in the future we will be able to measure them. It's just a matter of time. Science is finally catching up to what our ancient ancestors knew about energies, frequencies, and vibrations. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like us on Facebook and Instagram. Thank you.